what it is. Handle biz. Your main man, Spi-Rok, aka Rick Chan, aka Spilly. Do you feel him? Me never heard. I know you're gonna feel him. About to get back into the swing of things. Some more of this Spider-Man. Yo, Spidey's tired, man. Your main man, Rick Chan, hopefully play with stand, about to get in deeper than quicksand. Meanwhile, from the crown to your cousin, tell your moms. Knows for technique, you're in it with the fresh geeks. The Ronin Recordiors, bringing the funky flavor to you and yours. FYP, TYP, coast to coast galaxy to galaxy. Too real to be a fallacy. I know it's been a minute since I've been on. I keep coming home and passing out on the couch. And today I was extremely sore after training, so yeah, I'm sorry. I've been meaning to jump back on, but hey, better late than never. Be back in here. Alright, what's going on down hither? This way and that way. Hither and thither. Alright, what's going on? Ah, it's one of these chasing ones. Okay.
High-speed firefight. Beautiful. And even better, both sides want to kill me. Thanks, Parker Luck. So, if you guys stopped wanting to kill me yet, hey, Spider-Man can hope. Can't let the convicts escape. Time to hook it. I hope nobody sees me doing this. Today I learned I'm a terrible pigeon wrangler. City just...
So figure out. It's another one of them dumbass pigeon things. Yes, it is.
Got away. Gotta love Sable agents. Always showing up where they can be least good. I hope nobody sees me doing this. Lost it.
Alright, watch out. Ooh.
I'd imagine my permanent record isn't looking too great right now.
Wonder if I got everybody. I think I did.
I hope nobody sees me doing this.
Those pigeon games get on my nerves. I don't care.
Officers needed to neutralize a riot. Available officers, please proceed to Bryant. Over.
Uh-oh. I'm trying to figure out where it is.
You haven't seen the last of me, you dirty bird!
Oh. Whoa, hello. Alright, let's see where we can go. And then we can start talking some shit. Once I can figure out where I'm supposed to go, I think I already missed the little mission or whatever. Ah, another chase. Okay.
I need to take out those snipers. I've got an idea how to settle this. Dance off.
Whoa. Alright, hold on. Hold the ball. Man, who is... Whoa, hold on. I need a minute. Gotta relax. Bruh. Oh, come on, man. This fucking whole ass shit. Hey, I'm about to start getting pissed off again. Alright. So real quick, I'm gonna talk about a couple things here. And if you already kind of been on, or you kind of been around me, you probably heard me talk about this shit. So if you on this and you listen to me, I apologize in advance if you already heard me say this. But yeah, I gotta talk about this hip hop shit. I don't see why it's so difficult for people to understand the difference between creation and contribution.
If that keeps up, someone could get hurt. Or worse. Guys, it's I love New York. It's not I thug New York.
It should not be hard to understand this concept. I'm sorry. Let me real quick. All this shit down. God. Right, I gotta get out the way. It's like I forgot how to beat these guys all of a sudden. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Bro, I suck. This shit ain't even right. I'm out of practice. Hey, this game is getting harder. I don't know. Maybe I need to change the costume. It could be, but I need to talk about this. I'm going to talk about it real quick. I got to stop getting my ass kicked so bad. So, like I was saying, people need to understand the difference between creation and contribution. Let's stop confusing the two. Just because somebody's saying you didn't create something doesn't mean you didn't contribute to it. And that's what's going on with this hip hop shit.
I'm starting to think Sable International is stalking me.
Saying that
Wash your windows?
it's a visionary tactic or whatever to take the credit away from people who have contributed and all this other stuff and whatnot. It's not that. It's really just people trying to make sure they preserve their culture like other cultures have been able to do. You just so happens that their people happen to be, for lack of a better term, because I know there's a hot button issue about what they call it, Black Americans. Every time it comes time for us to say what we have innovated, it always seems to be a problem, and we have to share our contributions with everybody else, whereas if any other black person from the diaspora or the continent of Africa itself, or wherever you want to say, because black people all over this planet, and we've been all over this planet, so it's hard to kind of say. You know, that particular group or sect gets its credit. You know, like if a fighter from Nigeria, when the fighter's like, oh, well, that's Nigeria, right? If somebody from Haiti does something, oh, that's a Haitian contribution. Like, we can't sit here and take credit for the revolution that took place in 1804. We can't do that, right? And we shouldn't, because that ain't us. And we know that. Were we inspired by it? Yes, and that's fine, but we know that's them when we get that to them. But it seems like us just saying that we created hip-hop is an issue. Especially when said group that's trying to say, well, we did this 50-50 and all this other stuff, and yeah, I know I wasn't there in the 70s or the 60s or whatever. But even they said on the documentary, precious kids, we seem to forget that at first it was the black folks doing it. And they were saying anytime they saw somebody doing that particular dance, which in its original form was, you know, a little more chaotic or whatever, and people say that, and that might not even have been the case, but okay, fine, it could have been, right? We don't know, we weren't there. They say, oh, that's Moreno style, which means that's the black style, right? That's what they say, oh, that's the Moreno style. And they were saying at first it was just the black people who was doing it, and later on they picked up breaking. Now it's safe to say that the Puerto Ricans kept it going. Now we could make a point and say if they had not entered it, we probably wouldn't still be doing it. So we can give them some props for that, but that is a contribution. That doesn't mean they created it. When you add on to something, you are contributing, and we give you your props for your contributions. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, they brought a lot of the salsa aspects to the dance or whatever. Okay, because there wasn't no Black American people doing no salsa. That was the black people in Cuba, if you want to be completely honest. And then later, other people doing it, but I'm pretty sure the black people started doing it when we started. And there's black people in Cuba. So don't even try to act like it's not. Look up, what's the singer? Is her name Celia? If I'm not mistaken, look her up. Black as hell. A lot of black people in Cuba. So you're not gonna run that game. But anyway, despite that fact, we didn't know nothing about it, so it's safe to say that the Puerto Ricans who knew it, they added that aspect to the dance. Alright, cool. That's a contribution, not creating. Okay. Now can we say they contributed by adding certain moves into it? We can say that too, yeah. Because it said that Crazy Legs was the innovator of the windmill, which is a very popular breaking move, right? Alright, sorry, my controller got disconnected. For some reason I can't hit these guys. Excuse me, probably shouldn't be recording with all this coughing and shit. I've been going through it with my allergies. Trying to make the best of the situation. But anyway, it said that Crazy Legs innovated the windmill, right? He brought that because he was trying to do the continuous backspin. And for all I know, that could be very true. Alright. But there's still a contribution within it. That doesn't mean that they created the whole of breaking or the whole of hip-hop. They added on. And that's a big deal. We got to give props to people who add on to things. And I died, so whatever. And like, yeah, you know, they were the ones who kind of took it all over the world, like in Flashdance and the New York City Breakers and stuff like that. But it was still some brothers in there. You had Mr. Wave and Flip Rock and Frosty Freeze.
Available units got another assault in progress. Incident is active near Longacre.
Okay.
Over.
So we were still around. We just, you know, it's always better for the media to get lighter people to do things because it's how the media works, right? But that's who was hot. Rocksteady Crew was hot, and New York City Breaks. So that's what most people saw. But that was later on into the damn shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of those cats that we talking about was the second iteration of B-Boys. By the time like what 77 and all that shit. So it was a whole bunch of people that was already doing the shit before them. Doesn't mean they didn't innovate anything within the creation, but they didn't start it. That's all we saying. You're not saying you being there doesn't mean you started it. Okay? And like there's probably a few around, but most of them wasn't messing with no black people like that. And that's like kind of a consensus. And if it was other people, whether you was, you know, whatever, Jamaican, or if you blend in and you was talking like the same lingo as the black Americans, they didn't know you was Jamaican or whatever until after the fact. So you still was like kind of blending in. So you can't even really claim it because you were still following the customs of that who created it. And a lot of cats was probably hiding who they were or hiding that aspect for whatever reason, right? So we probably just thought you was another black American like us. You're gonna be like, well, you wasn't there. Well, I wasn't.
Gentlemen, afraid I've got to ask
So I'm
you
just
to
saying
leave
it's
the
just
store.
common sense, though. We're just trying to set the record straight. When everybody else do what they do, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? We don't say nothing. But as soon as we say, hey, we did this, then there has to be like 50 different stories about why we didn't. And we gotta prove this thing. And the reason why we're trying to get on top of that in the conversation is because look at rock and roll. We created rock and roll. A lot of people don't know black people created rock and roll. But now you wouldn't know it because the evolution of it and different iterations it took, it's now mostly been, you know, taken over by white folks. So you associate that with them. We're just trying to make sure we don't let that happen again. This. Most American music,
Crime would decline post
we
this.
created.
Might have been too optimistic.
And that's just the real deal. You know, some derivation of what we were doing,
When I started, I'd web up the crooks and leave cops a
even
note.
country.
Now it's
That's
all
us.
texts. So impersonal.
So it's just like
1080.
we just trying to make sure that don't happen again. For once, cats is learning. All right, we need to put a stamp on the culture that we created. It's not saying that people didn't contribute and help to keep things going, which man, they did. Like for me to be like, oh well, other people didn't contribute. Like the cats in Germany, like Storm and stuff in Europe, is because them kept doing it in Europe in the 90s that it even started going worldwide to these battles that we got now, like IB, all this shit all over the globe. You know, Red Bull BC and all this shit that people like. Doesn't mean they created it though. They added on. And there shouldn't be nothing wrong with that. And we're gonna give props about contributions. You gotta do that.
Available units got another assault in progress. Officers
But that don't mean you created it. And people need to stop getting butthurt about that. Now let's talk about this. Korean barbecue places, right, that I've seen that incorporate like tacos, the concept of a taco, but with Korean food. Do you ever see any Korean person getting mad about a Mexican person said that they made tacos? As far as I know,
Guess how I feel.
that's who created fucking tacos. Ain't nobody gonna dispute you about that, right? If a Mexican person say, hey, tacos, that's us. Is anybody gonna get upset about that? We gonna be like, duh. Right? Okay. But there's Korean food places that got Korean tacos. We got wasabi and bulgogi and all kind of shit in it. That's Korean food. That is an innovation to a thing that already exists called a taco, right? We know that. We're not gonna sit here and say, oh, well, Korean people invented tacos. Not finna do that shit, right? Then why is it so hard to say the same thing about hip hop? Motherfuckers contributed and they added on and brought some things from their culture and added on. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. Damn, where's this guy? Man, bro, why is you... Alright, let me pick something up.
Oh, what? It's not fun getting beat up? We'll stick with that for a while.
Thanks. I think I'll be okay.
Sorry, y'all. But yeah, that's common sense, man. I don't even know why anybody needs that to even be said.
Officers be advised. advised. We have a report of a missing person. Officers, please converge on Longacre.
Always give props to people's contributions and innovations. But the same goes for the origin of things. We can't keep clouding the origins of shit, because then the narrative is told wrong. Sorry, y'all, I had to get up and get some water. This weather is just wreaking havoc on me, because it's 1 minute it's freezing cold, and the next minute it's 75 fucking degrees. I don't get it. Like, this shit is not doing good for me right now. It's alright, y'all. This recording probably gonna sound like shit. This is too much, bro. So, we're gonna go out here trying to knock out these petty crimes and shit. But like I'm saying, hip hop is very important because it is.
But my mask can zero in on muffled sounds.
Universal.
The kind a tied up kidnap victim might make.
It does bring people together, so it's like, you know, just being overseas and doing that shit and seeing the impact, you know, it does, you know, speak to different cultures and stuff, and it brings people together and all that beautiful shit. And that's fine, but we still need to put it on who created this shit. Then we gotta set the record straight on that. And that's fine. I don't know why people got a problem with that. And it's just a problem with something like when it has to be black people, right? It's a problem. We gotta try to obscure it. And since it's going to the Olympics, they gotta try to change the face of it to make it more palatable. Because God forbid anything come from black people. Oh my God, that makes it like devalue. Even though we know that's not the truth, because the way we influence shit around the world, we know that's a different story. So, but it's just the Olympics, you know, that has a lot to do with why people kind of trying to change the tune of
Gotta be one of these cars.
because the Olympics is seen as some type of prestigious kind of event or whatever, you know. So I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in this mission. I don't never be understanding this shit. I'm confused. So you can't have no hood shit from no hood niggas. That's I'm gonna say it, because that's probably how they're looking at it. You gotta dress that story up a little bit for the Olympics, for the white people. You know what I'm saying? It's to justify why it's there. So we gotta make it seem like it's anything other than black people got something to do with it. So anyway, what the hell?
Easy, I've got you.
Thought I was gonna die in there. Thank you. Oh no, they're back!
Back away from the human collateral, Spider-Man.
You're gonna regret that!
Ooh. These guys been mocking me lately, man. I ain't even gonna lie. But anyway, yeah, you gotta kind of dress it up. Try to. It's like you can't hit none of these guys for some reason. Anyway, I just wanted to come talk about that for a little bit because don't nobody be tripping about that. Cool. Cleaning up the streets.
Glad I
Chicago,
stopped that.
Illinois,
Could've gotten ugly
60652. Shit, I do that voice pretty good with these allergies. So anyway. Like I was saying, yeah, we gotta start putting, props on, stuff we did. Otherwise, it's gonna become obscure, and people not even gonna know that we started hip hop. Just like with rock and roll, which we did start. Yeah, I was telling somebody the other day, he was like, "Really? Yeah." They showed them Johnny B. Good, and they was like, "What? That's a brother?" Yeah, that's a brother, Chuck Berry. So that shit that you seen on what's that movie? Back to the Future. When Michael J. Fox was on the guitar.
When you're out of prison,
And the brother was
maybe
like,
ease up on the prison riots. I hope nobody sees me doing this. I learned I'm a terrible pigeon wrangler.
listen to this. You know that new sound you've been looking for? Listen to this. Which is, I know it's supposed to be seen in jest, but
Any officers in Riverside?
movies are very influential.
Rikers Island.
And some people see that sometimes as fact. Some people look at movies and can't tell the difference. And a lot of times, like it's said by, and I hate to say this, rest in peace, Brother Panic. That's kind of damn tough one. Great metaphysical and spiritual teacher that I actually did get a chance to meet. So I'm glad I did get to meet him. We got to do some consultation with him and his beautiful wife, Khadijah. Also, metaphysical teacher as well. A great one as well. So, I forgot. I put some respect on that real quick on that brother and his family.
What's
And
the
all the
situation,
stuff,
officer?
like he was the one who inspired a lot of the things that I talked about
Disable the primary device.
on,
Then use the arming key to
the
kill
podcast. The Meanwhile Fun Trying
Giddy up.
podcast, and I would do certain segments where I would, put two things together and kind of show the through lines of it and how it was related to our culture, maybe in ways that we didn't know.
Hey, does that thing get podcast?
And that was because of what I learned from listening to a lot of his lectures. So actually, like I said, having attended one in 2020 before everything kind of went down with the pandemic, which was interesting. I remember when I told him my name's Spidey. God, man, that's something powerful. You gotta look into creation. You know what I'm saying? what type of things you can create. And he was like, what energies do you think have that something to do with? And you know, I said it, and he was like, see? Well, he said it, and he was like, see? You're on the wavelength. When I said that, you know, you lit up. So you need to go somewhere with that. And he was very influential to me going into doing kind of my own thing and trying to find my way. So, and that's kind of why I'm on the path I'm on now too. So,
Don't think about the block of C4
so
this is
I want
wired
to say
to.
that real quick. And I forgot why I went into that. Damn, I had a point, and I done messed it up. So anyway, wherever I was going with that, I'm gonna go back and watch the show. I'm sorry. Oh, how are we gonna do this shit? Hold on, player. This is confusing. Hold on. I didn't know you could put that there. So yeah, I forget why I was even going on that. But yeah, as Brother Penny was talking about with the movies, and even, you know, Bobby Hemmett before him, and probably many other teachers, like how your subconscious cannot tell the difference between fiction and reality, you know. So when you see something in a movie, it's like, even though your logical brain would say, ah, no, that's bullshit, right? Your subconscious still doesn't see it differently, which does make sense why I feel like there's certain movies I cannot watch, you know, even since I was younger. Like, for instance, like, anytime, like, I would see something in a movie happen, like, that would be out in public, I would get nervous because I was always going places with my mom. And I always thought, well, I would always feel like, even though it was happening there, I felt like it was happening to me, and my mom was there, and I had to protect my mom. So I would always get really worried about my mom when I would watch a movie and things would happen. And I know that sounds weird, but that does speak to that thing of like your subconscious not really being able to tell. And I know because I'm a kid, but when you were a kid, you were a lot more attached to that part of your brain than when you're not. Like they say, like when they say that the kids, the babies, and the older people are more attached to the ancestral realm, and that is the place where you interact also with, I know I'm kind of man, my head is itching, and that's also where you interact with them from, is the subconscious. Okay, so this might sound a little weird, and I might be getting to a weird place with this, but hey, ain't nobody on here anyway, so we can talk about that. So it would make sense that, you know, as a kid, that's where that concept makes sense to me when I look back. So to go back to the part of what I was trying to say, in that part where that happens, some people would be like, even though we know with the logical brain that's complete bullshit, oh shit, Michael J. Fox or a white person created rock and roll, because that's what we see doing it now, right? Yeah. And movies have a way of doing that sometimes, and we can call that, even sometimes, even though it's supposed to be like humor, right? Sometimes humor can can open the door for more, because humor is to disarm, right? So sometimes when you're being disarmed, certain ideas can be put into you. So kind of a double-edged sword, right? So we look at that as almost like a revisionist history thing, saying, hey, we created rock and roll. Because most people gonna remember fucking what's that movie, Back to the Future, instantly, more than they probably remember seeing Chuck Berry, because that shit was a long time ago, and you gotta know who the fuck that is to even look that up. That shit is not gonna come up like that in conversation, you know. But most people right now, even if you go on fucking Instagram, you gonna see a Back to the Future reference. So yeah, and that's why, you know, great movie. We not knocking that, but that's why that sort of thing can be dangerous. And that's why when we say we trying to do that, we trying to let people know. Because if you even look at movies like Step Up, all the latest hip hop dance movies like Step Up and all that shit, is barely any black people in the fucking movie. And if they are in it, they just a side character. You know, it's like white people and Asians and this, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, because, you know, hip hop has touched everybody. But it is something wrong with the fact that there ain't no damn hip hop dance movies where the black people are given any prominence in it. So that should go to tell you what's being done with that. And the people who do practice it, that are really down with it, that are of other cultures or hues or whatever, if they really down with it, they can at least admit that. Nobody's saying, taking it away from anybody, saying you can't do it no more, you can't be a part of it, or you haven't contributed over the years. But we just trying to say, hey, we created that shit and that's it. Nobody should be offended about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody should be offended about that. That's like somebody trying to go to the black people in Brazil and say they didn't create it, even though there's hot button shit about that. But everybody fucking knows, because it's in the music. Bahia, Salvador, everybody fucking knows. You know, it's in the music, right? You listen to the music, there's references there to tell you where that shit is from and who did it. And ain't nobody gonna dispute you about that. Right? Everybody, if they not gonna at least say the black Brazilians, they at least gonna say from Brazil. You can't take that shit away from them. But it's just like, as soon as we try to put a stamp on something, oh, it's a problem, they can't say they created nothing. So yeah, I'm just, you know, don't you find that suspicious? I just find that a little suspicious. Don't you find that suspicious? Oh shit, I needed that piece of shit. But I just wanted to talk about that real quick, because folks be trying to act brand new and shit. Like they don't know what the fuck going on out in these streets, son. And I be having up-to-date motherfuckers. But we need to put some respect on that, man. That's all I'm saying. We gotta put some English on that shit, my nigga. Like, you can't just sit here and just act like we didn't do that. Like, come on, fam. Like, we did that, and that's it. And people contributed, and nobody's got a problem with it. Can't find no problem, right? It shouldn't be no problem about it. But folks, they want to be all butthurt, and they want to be all upset because we said we created it. Oh, big deal. So what? You fucking did create the shit. So what? But that doesn't mean people didn't contribute and that we don't honor those contributions. We most certainly do. For us to take anybody out of that, that would be wrong. But we always put respect on other motherfuckers and what they got going on. One. Public enemy number one. Yeah, I just started listening to that song again today. So anyway, I guess I gotta figure out how this shit finna work, cause I don't even know what the fuck to do now, cause one, 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 one. How in the fuck these niggas? Chip up. I was gonna put this shit there, and I know it's probably not gonna go nowhere. Yeah, that shit don't do nothing. Public enemy number one. Why the fuck am I singing that song? What if I put a 4 right there? Damn, nigga, that's an 8. This shit is overcharged, my genius. One, 4. Damn, can I get a -1, bro?
That did it.
Shit, you got it.
Dead man's
Yes.
switch. The other bombs are armed. Need to disable them before they explode.
Oh, this one again. I hate this shit. Lord. Okay, help me be able to do this real quick. This stupid shit. Hopefully I can do this quick. Alright, turn that bitch on.
Look out!
These niggas really shooting at me while I'm trying to disable a bomb. You might not make it, bro. Shit. These motherfuckers damn near petty as hell. Bruh, how I'm supposed to fight these niggas? Oh my god, I hate this mission. This is worse than Grand Theft Auto. But anyway, my old sounding ass. What was we talking about? Yeah, so, you know, revisionist history. You know, movies can do that. And that's why, you know, movies are dope. I'm not finna sit here and be one of these tinfoil ass dudes and be like, don't like the movies and they're not fun and they're not entertaining and don't watch it. But you gotta be careful when you be watching these shit, because certain ideas can be planted in you as you're being disarmed. And the best way to plant something in somebody permanently is the subconscious. But just like somebody can plant something there, you can program that shit as well. And that goes back to what Brother Panic was on a mission to do. To help people reprogram themselves. Specifically, black folks, but everybody dug his message. You know, so it was people from all over the world listening to him, buying his his herb pack that was helping people be able to tap more into that and focus.
Open it.
The panic pack, right? So yeah, kind of funny how these things ride into one. And guess where he was from? Queens, New York, like your very own Spider-Man that we're playing right now.
Have to take care of these
And
demons
I
before
remember
I
I
can follow
pulled
Lee
up
into the
with
lab.
the damn
It's time to
Spider-Man
KO these
jacket when I
snipers.
went to the consultation. He was like, "Oh damn, you got the outfit on and everything." Look at this nigga, he got the damn Spider-Man shit on. He wasn't playing. And I remember I told him my name because he signed my book. And I'm so glad that I got him to sign my book. Like, man, and I got to talk to him. I just wish I wasn't so awkward when I got to meet him. Like, I'm super awkward because I've been listening to his shit for years, you know. And it's like probably, it's like what, 8 or 9 years before I actually met him. And then I pulled up and I was like, yo, and I just didn't know how to, man, you know how it is, man, when you be meeting like your heroes and shit and they say don't meet your heroes or whatever, but nah, meet them because you never know, you know, how long they gonna be around. But, you know, he wouldn't want nobody kissing his ass. You know, I know he probably thought I was probably a weirdo or whatever, but hey, I'm glad I got to meet him. I'm glad I got to talk to him. I'm glad I got to talk to his partner and his partner in timelessness, Khadijah Sandi. So that was cool, you know. And man, and I feel bad because he was right in Louisville, and I should have gone, and I forgot why I didn't, because he was doing a Muhammad Ali thing, and you know I'm big Muhammad Ali fan, and I got Muhammad Ali on my wall. I got a bunch of pictures around the place, and somebody always resonated with me. It was like, how did I just panic in Louisville talking about Muhammad Ali? Yeah, I dropped the ball. So now I need to figure out what I need to do because I wasn't paying attention to nothing they told me to do because I was on one talking. We gotta put some respect on Brother Penn. And the funny thing is, like, people that I know where I am now, that I'm cool with, I also seen them at that event, and it's crazy like how we are still connected. Like the people that I met at that event, we were connected anyway. But it's just funny like how connected we were, and the fact that that was one of the things that probably binded us together, and we didn't even realize it. So yeah, man, it's the beautiful thing about that sort of thing, you know what they call your, some people will say soul tribe, that's the hot thing to say, and of course you know how Panic did not like no fucking buzzwords. But he was like, no tap, beloved, aloha. We're not gonna say soul tribe just for it. That's what everybody said. My tribe is my vibe. Some of that shit did be sounding kind of corny. I'm just like, why do we be saying certain shit? But I get it, you know. And that's the thing, like, about dispelling the pageantry and getting down to the realness of shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I'm fucked up. Hold on. Whoa, got me. Spidey, I need you to get out the way, son. Alright, cool. Yeah, shoot. That just goes to tie in what we're saying is, you know, actually, what he was saying, you know, during his story, well, definitely he was a hip-hop producer as well. Did a couple, quite a few tracks, you know, and he talked about that extensively on what he was doing.
My men will handle this.
Sable? Lee wiped out the agents stationed here. They're not handling anything.
You have been warned, superhero.
He got his name from writing, which is graffiti, so he used to write Panic. Of course, you had to go listen to some of his stuff on the Cult Lectures on YouTube to hear that story in depth. I'm not going to tell a story that you can go find. I'm just gonna give you context. Now I will say some stuff may be not, if you haven't heard anything like that before, it may throw you off a little bit, but if you can get past that, then you will receive some great information. And I found out about him by way of Bobby Hemming, of course, and Black Magic 363, which, you know, when we did our year-end show, 2019, I believe it was, I mentioned that as like my top platform that I was into. So Black Magic 363 is how I found out about Bobby Hemmett and Brother Panic, and it was because they were both doing a lecture about Michael Jackson when he passed, which was very interesting. And then I just started, you know, listening to a lot of Bobby Hemmett stuff, and then after I got into Bobby Hemmett, you know, low key, I'll be listening to that shit at work, so I already know they'll probably be looking like, what the fuck was he even doing? Yeah, so doing that. But back to the hip hop. So yeah, well, he was very much about that hip hop. When I told him I was, you know, breaking and stuff, he was like, "Yo, that's dope. You need to figure out how you can create something, because that totem of the spider is about creation as far as it goes to the web and connecting, you know, dots and shit like that. You know, you gotta create something with that. You are in line with the energy of Neith or Kanum." And when he said that, he was like, "Yeah, you lit up when I said that. So you need to build something." So, meanwhile, I'm fucking trying to part of one of those things that I built. And you know, I haven't been on here very much, which is why I'm trying to do stuff regularly again. I got burnt out and wasn't able to give a lot to it at the time. And, you know, I just I didn't know what else to do but to kind of like put it down for a minute. And even now, I'm still kind of laying low with it because, you know, I'm trying to figure out what to do as far as, you know, my life shit. But, you know, y'all come on here and talk my shit now. And if you new to this shows on here you can go back and listen to from days long ago with the whole squad, you know, from our humble beginnings. You know, those guys still around. We still come on here and we talk shit a little bit, you know. You never know what'll happen. The running recorder yours are still around. I don't even know where to go next. I'm trying to see who up here. Yeah, Brother Panic, man, golly. It's just funny how somebody be a part of your life and like, it's like they family and shit, you know what I mean? But, I mean, you don't live near them or nothing, and you've only seen them once, but it's about the energy, you know, the energy connects things. So, yeah, man, damn, that shit. And I kept hearing Man of Leisure that morning, because that's what him and Bobby, him would always say, they were men of leisure. And I kept hearing that, and I'm just like, why do I keep hearing this phrase? And then sure enough, I seen on Black Dot's IG that Brother Panic passed, and I was like, I ain't even know the motherfucker was sick. Or nothing. Well, we don't know, and we're not gonna pry into that because that's you know, his family's business, and we don't want to do that. But it just, you know, and then when we found out, we was like, well, you know, I wanted to be sad, and I was a little sad, and I was a little mad, but at the same time, I was like, man, he's been talking about this shit since forever. So hell, he was ready for it, if anything. That's all he would talk about, getting the fuck up out of here. So. And he did, like a true master, like on some Luke Skywalker shit. You know what I'm saying? Meditated and faded away into the damn sunset. And that's how a master should do it. But anyway, I know I probably done got way too weird on y'all with this shit, but it is what it is, man. We gotta give credit where it's due, you know, and it's one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to talking shit. Well, him and Bobby Hemmett, you know, but definitely him, because he was more so for our generation. Not that Bobby wasn't, you know what I'm saying, but I think our generation kind of is like, we connected a lot with Panic. And Bobby Hemmett, like I said, that's the GOAT. We're not even finna And you know, of course, Panic is the GOAT as well. I mean, that goes without saying. But yeah, man. But you know, definitely, he took the baton in that relay and ran with it. From Bobby gave him the baton. You know. And you know, birthday's coming up soon. Bobby's birthday is the day after mine, the 28th. I'm the 27th. And so we can go more into that stuff later, but you just gotta give up some shout outs to Brother Panic, man, golly, and his family. Yep. Since we playing that Spider-Man, representing their Queens Bridge. Well, I don't know what else to do, y'all. I'm lost. I did not pay attention because I was talking too much shit on here. But yeah, we just talking and we walking. We Spidey in. I guess maybe I'm supposed to go in the building. Shit, probably. Right? Didn't pay no kind of fucking attention. And they not helping the brother at all. So I guess I better hit start or something to figure out what the hell I need to be doing. Guys, what the hell am I supposed to be doing? Yep. Yeah, that's talking about Panic, talking about hip hop. All those things kind of coincide. And you know, I wish I could have really talked to him about that, like, you know, what he saw when he was there. What did he see, you know, as far as breaking and all that shit. What he felt on the topic. Damn. But I do want to say, when I speak of it, I'm not speaking of no divisionary tactics, saying that nobody had no contributions to it. I'm just saying who the creators were. And then everybody kind of took hold, you know? That's like ATA trying to say that Taekwondo ain't Korean. Even though ATA stands for American Taekwondo Association, nobody's saying that nobody American contributed to Taekwondo in that realm, but ain't nobody gonna take that away from Koreans, are they? That's some Korean shit. And everybody's okay with that, right? You know, people came and took hold and they done added contributions and all this. Taekwondo is still by the Koreans. Ain't nobody gonna get mad at Koreans for saying that. You're not gonna get mad at me for saying that because they created this shit. Doesn't mean that you can't contribute to it and add on and do it and make great strides in it. Everybody that is a practitioner of something, whether it is of their initial culture or not, helps breathe life or helps preserve it. I'm not gonna say breathe life into it, that would be creating, but I guess you still breathe life into resuscitate to help preserve it, but that doesn't mean you created it. Just because a doctor saves your life doesn't mean the doctor created you. And that's fine. But we still gonna get the doctor props for saving my ass. Shit, no matter who it is. Just because a firefighter saves your life, or not for a particular reason, some stories, but doesn't mean that motherfucker created you. but he helped preserve your longevity. So he or she, let's get that straight. But you got to give props to that person for helping preserve you. Alright then. That's not that hard of a concept. I really don't think it is. So let's stop with this division and dividing and stuff and just say what it is. Nobody's saying it, you know, that you can't contribute. It's just black people in America created hip-hop. That's it. Now, I hope I don't got to go over this again. And yes, we do have to, be, you know, that's the thing. And I will say this real quick. And I know I've been talking too much. People always say you need to set boundaries, right? In order to maintain respect. But it seems like black people are not allowed to have boundaries. We are not allowed to have boundaries that should be respected. And it's starting to trickle from just a certain group of people to a lot of group of people. Even to other black people from the diaspora. The African diaspora, whether it be Haiti or from South America or wherever. You know, they feel that they're not in alignment with us. And everybody feels, even them, that we're the lowest of low. We don't deserve respect to our boundaries. We don't deserve boundaries. But that's a mentality that they pick up from a particular mindset in this country of white supremacy. And we know, when we talk about race is a construct that was brought about in what, the 1500s, 1600s or something like that. We know that it's a social construct. However, the way shit played out and the way we be getting done is very real. So we talking about it in that spirit because that's the societal thing that is governing laws and basically our reality. So that's why I'm talking about it like that. So don't get butthurt. But it's like black people, especially black people in America, cannot have boundaries that need to be respected. And that goes back to what was the Dred Scott case, I think it was, that the black man, there are no laws or no rights that the black man has that the white man has to respect, or some shit like that. Dred Scott law. But now that's just trickled into society. And people think we're not supposed to have boundaries. So even things we create or our intellectual property, we don't get to lay claims to it. We don't get to set boundaries about what we have and own it. And that's the reason why we're doing it. That's the reason why we're saying it. Not because we don't want everybody to do everything. We've always been very fucking inclusive. If we weren't, the civil rights movement would not have brought in what it did, which it did more for in the way of other people than it did for black people, the people fighting for us. So we basically went out and got our heads bashed in for everybody else, which is cool. You know, we're not tripping. We always are very open. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And we're glad that folks were able to benefit. And, you know, we see all these different people prospering and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? And it's cool. So we're not tripping about that. But there comes a time when you got to do something for yourself. Right? When you gotta have boundaries for yourself, because you just give all the time. And you can even take this from an individual standpoint. You know what that does, and people just keep taking. And then what they say, oh well, you kept deciding to give, you didn't stop giving, you didn't set any boundaries, so that's your fault. Ain't that what they tell you? I don't know why I can't find this dude and where the hell he hiding. But then the moment, okay, we decide we want to set a boundary about what we create in our intellectual property, it's an issue. So I need people to think about it from that perspective before they start getting on the internet and getting mad, you know. Yeah. We can all say that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is an American property, right? However, what is a ninja? That's Japanese culture, is it not? That's why they got Japanese people with Japanese names and all that in there. So if somebody ain't gonna say, hey, well, they use Japanese culture to make this because the Japanese created the ninja, right? Well, that's a contribution to the legend of the ninja. Doesn't mean Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird created ninjas. Or turtles for that matter. But they contributed into the lore of turtles and ninjas. Ninjas being, you know, a Japanese thing. And everybody knows, respects that, understands that, and will not dispute that. And they don't have any problem saying it, right? Common sense. Common sense. Alright. I still don't know where to find this. I'm just gonna stand here and see if anybody comes out and tries to hit me. Which I should have done in the first place. It should not have taken me this long to figure any of this shit out. Damn, there's one more guy. I did see a question mark somewhere. Maybe he's around this corner somewhere. Unless I'm imagining it. Maybe I should just go on the other side over here. Which I'm probably dumb that I didn't. Now they saying I'm leaving the mission. Okay. Where are these people? They keep saying they over here, but I don't. I-O-N. That's how people be spelling that now. Ion. See them. I'm leaving the mission again, so to speak. Alright, now where are these fuckers at? Shit, tell me, hit me. I'm glad we got to have this talk. You know, nobody's probably even gonna listen or hear it, because I probably should stream way fucking earlier, but my dumb ass fell asleep on the couch. Well, let me not call it something. My beautiful, intelligent, sexy ass fell asleep on the couch. Let me stop talking bad about myself. I ain't dumb, and that's for sure. Maybe it's people in these windows or something. Maybe I gotta go through the window. To the window, to the wall. To all my Spideys crawl. That was lame as fuck. Never again. Maybe they in this dope. Maybe they indoors. And I smell like outdoors. I can hear him talking shit.
Sable may be under threat, but these guys aren't looking to team up.
Tired of you harassing
Took
our
me that
agents,
long to find him.
Spider-Man. This ends tonight.
You guys think
shit.
I took out your men? You gotta be kidding me.
They're always fighting unfair. Alright, now I can focus because I talk my shit.
Easier to take these guys out if they're split up. Gotta make this fast and get inside. I wish Sable would cut me some slack. We should be on the same team.
Bruh. I was trying to grab that fucking missile. Ooh. Bruh. Can Spidey tear this shit off the damn truck? I don't know what the hell. It's hard to get him to aim sometimes. Ugh. Bruh. Fuck, this is letting me. Yes, come on. Bruh, I pressed L1 R1. Okay, now they cheating. Bruh. Fuck this shit. Great conversation, bad gameplay. Now I gotta do it all over again. Nah, I don't feel like playing shit. Oh, do I feel like quitting? I feel like quitting. Bruh, they be getting me with the cheapest shit. Oh shit. Dog, I pressed triangle. Like what? This shit's so irritating, man. This is what these whatever they want to do. I don't know if I ain't level up my suit enough. What? pressing the goddamn shit. God, get out the fucking way, Spidey. Yeah. No, I know I'm getting too upset about this dumbass game. I really do though. Nigga, what? Ouch, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, I was about to say, I'm almost out of water. I gotta save some for tomorrow. I fucking hate this shit. I know I ain't talking. Let's get upset. Even though I'm sitting down. I'm upset sitting down. I can't tell you. Kill this bitch. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but kill this bitch. They remind me of Marcus people. He said, kill, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill this bitch. I don't care about this little peon. Fuck him. No, don't keep me on the ground. Bruh. God. Fuck these little niggas on the ground. I don't care about them. I'm getting so frustrated. I'm getting so frustrated. I'm getting so fucking frustrated because this motherfucker won't do the damn thing. God damn it. Yep, just can't watch this because I'm cussing my ass off. This shit ain't for no damn games any fucking way. Bruh, what the fuck is that doing? He's putting me in no pain right now. Like, oh, they took the thing. Putting me in no pain. Getting all the pain put on me. Trying to be a certified member of Weed Nation out here. Shout out to Coleman Cooper, one of my favorite YouTube cats right now. Does some amazing work. Making Dragon Ball Z and all that shit. Breathing new life into it. Knowing the Lord's work. Just off that alone, I knew. Whether you like him or you don't like him, there's nothing you can do about it. Because he's number one. Anyway. I hope he come out with a new video. I think he did something with Super Blank. No, him, of course, they are Super Blank. Him and Blank did, he said. But yeah, I need to check that out. I know a lot of people gonna kick my ass, but I never really watched Avatar: The Last Airbender like that. I never got into that shit. Just, you know, it wasn't my tea, man. And I probably, you know, let's just say I was a lot more closed-minded back then. And I'm like, this ain't no fucking anime. I don't want to watch that shit. Even though it probably is considered anime, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the style of it is very much so anime. But I'm just like, this is Japanese. So, but not the of course the kung fu and stuff, and more along the lines of what like Chinese and Indian culture. But I'm talking about like, because it was like more of you consider more of an American cartoon. You know, it's like I've graduated from those. I'm watching anime now. You know, in college, I'd say I was a lot more close-minded. And then also, like, a bunch of people tell me I need to watch something, then I usually tend to shy away from it because everybody's telling me I need to do it. And as a kid, it's like, anything everybody was doing, I did not want to do. Hell. The reason why I got into Pokemon is because I literally watched the show, and I'm like, no, this is dope, myself. And not because anybody told me to. It's like, I was home one day, and I watched it, and I was like, okay, this shit is dope. Like, you know, this show got a lot of heart to it. And then of course when I played the game on Game Boy, I'm like, yeah, this shit is fresh as hell. You know, I never had played nothing like that. The soundtrack was dope. I like the feel of the game. Yeah. But anytime somebody's like, ah, you gotta do this, I'm like, no, I don't gotta do shit. This is y'all motherfuckers like me. So I never got into Avatar Last Airbender like that. But I'm pretty sure it's dope, and I probably should watch it from the beginning. You know, because I heard he got some bars in it. I know that argument is stupid that people was having. Well, it's an American cartoon. Technically, it's made in the vein of anime, so it's called American anime. So people created probably were inspired by anime and they wanted it to be in that vein, so we just call it American anime. Or you can call it a cartoon too. Shit, whatever you want to call it. Some people still call the shit cartoons. That's fine too. Shit. Call it what you want.
Demons and Sable are down. Time to follow Lee inside.
Yeah, whoop some ass, finally. Shit. Yeah, I need to stop playing some.
Why are you so heavy?
Hopefully I can find a stopper for him. Sable going hard. Spidey hit her with that
Harass my
LT
men,
rise.
destroy my equipment, and cost my client millions. Give me one good reason I should not kill you right now.
Listen, I don't like you, you don't like me.
Or how would they say
Lee
it in
has your client
Portuguese?
inside this building right now, and he's gonna kill him if we don't do something.
Raiz.
We could fight each other, or we could fight Lee, but not both.
Teja Raiz. Teja Raiz. I know they probably wouldn't say it like that. That was just being silly.
Does that mean we're good?
You will help me secure Norman. After that, I make no promises.
Works for me. Lee's out of control.
You secure Osborn. I will talk to them.
Nice to have friends. Okay, Lee. No more running. This ends tonight.
Alright, Neo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been quite real. We spoke about a great deal. Hopefully, you know, we said some things that are insightful and nothing that makes you spiteful. But we must give credit to those who are rightful and where it's due. And I'm glad I was able to rock with you. But without further ado, I must bid adieu. Spi-Rok, the main man, Rick Chan, motherfucker play for you to withstand, aka Feel the Thriller may not have heard. I know you're gonna feel him. Meanwhile, I'm fucking trying. Tell your cousin, tell your moms. Don't sweat the technique, you with the first geeks. Wrong record yours, bring a fucking favor to you and yours. FYP, TYP, coast to coast, galaxy to galaxy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, peace.